Okay, how are you today? I hope you are okay. Okay, so our lesson for today is about ratio and proportion. Okay, so first we're going to have a drill. Okay, so let's just as compare the pictures, the number of pictures given. Okay, for example, here we have horse and queen. So how many horse are there and how many queens are there? And this is in the chess match. Okay, so we will notice that we have there one, two, three, and four horses. And we have also seven queens. So the ratio there is 4 is to 7 because we have 4 horses to 7 queens. Okay, let us try another one. The heart and the flower. So we have 3 hearts and 5 flowers. So the ratio there is 3 is to 5. Okay, another one. So we have 8 balls. So we have 8 balls and 2 dice. So what will be the ratio? So the ratio is 4 is to 2. Next, we have here a happy face and a sad face. So we have 2 happy face and 1 sad face. So I hope you can get it. So the answer is 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. I repeat again. Next, so we have here 3 pictures, different pictures. So we have here a monkey covering his eyes, and monkey covering his ears, and a monkey covering his mouth. So we have one monkey covering his eyes, two monkeys covering his ears, and three monkeys covering his mouth. So the ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 3. So that is what we call ratio. We are just going to compare the numbers of each picture comparing to the other picture that we have. Okay, when we say ratio, it is a comparison of two or more quantities. In the example that I have given, we have only two quantities and we have also three quantities. Okay. So the ratio can be written in colon, word, or fraction form. For example, 1 is to 2. So 1 colon 2, kaya colon form siya. Tapos, pag i-write natin in word, 1 is to 2. So we can also write it into fraction form. Like for example here, 1 half or 1 over 2. Okay, let's go to proportion. When we say proportion, it is the statement of quantity between ratios. Example, kanina we have a ratio 1 is to 2. So if we are going to compare 1 is to 2 to another ratio, that is a proportion. So for example, 1 is to 2 is equal to 4 is to 8. Okay. Each part of the proportion is a term. So, ibig sabihin ng term, we have four or more terms in a proportion. In this case, we have 4 terms. 1 is the first term, 2 is the second term, 4 is the third term, and 8 is the last term or the fourth term. So, here, the first and the last term, meaning to say 1 and 8, so that is the first and the last term, we call that a extremes. And the second and the third terms are means, so that is 2 and 4. That is the means. I repeat, 1 and 8 is the extreme and 2 and 4 is the means. Meaning to say, yung nasa labas, yun ang extreme. Yung nasa loob naman ay yun ang means. Okay. Okay. I have here an example. In every ninja, in every team, there are 4 ninjas. How many ninjas are there in 3 teams? So we have here the ratio of 1 team is to 4 ninjas. So 1 is to 4. We are looking if there are 3 teams. So let me do it. Our first ratio is 1 team is to 4 ninjas. We are looking for if the team becomes 3. How many ninjas that we have? Okay, so this is our rate, our proportion. 1 is to 4 is equal to 3n. Wherein n represents the unknown. Yung hindi alam, yun yung n. So, di ba, napag-aralan na natin yan na ang n, represent natin siya as number na hindi alam. Okay. Ay, let's go back. Okay. When we say 1 and n, that is the extreme. And 4 and 3 are the means. Okay. So, that is, we have these principles that we need to multiply the extreme and the product becomes or equal to the product of the means. Okay, sa madaling sabi, pag tinimes natin yung extreme, in this example, yung 1 and n, pag tinimes natin siya, yung kanyang product dapat equal dun sa value ng product ng means. Okay, in this example, we have 1 times n is equal to 4 times 3, wherein 1 times n are the extremes and 4 times 3 are the means. Okay, so let's just multiply that. So 1 times n is equal to 1n and 4 times 3 is equal to 12. So that's easy. So in that kind of expression or equation, you will notice that there is a letter. So, paano ba natin matatanggal yung letter na yan, yung unknown letter? Or paano ba natin malalaman yung value ng unknown letter? So, simple lang. We need to transpose the number to number that is together with the number. Ita-transfer natin yung number na kasama ng letter. In this example, may 1 n tayo. So, ililipat natin yung n dun sa kabila. Ang tawag natin dun ay transposition. Pag nagta-transfer tayo ng isang number to the other side of the equal sign, magiging opposite niya yung operation niya, existing operation niya. So malalaman natin 1 times n. So ang existing operation niya, di ba? Multiplication. So pag nilipat natin siya, magiging division. Magiging divisor siya ng kabilang number dun sa equal sign. So in this case, yung 1, ililipat natin siya dun sa 12. So ang mangyayari sa kanya, yung 12, i-divide niya yun. So magiging 12 divided by 1. So that is our n. So that's simple. So n is equal to 12 divided by 1 and we all know the answer. That is very simple. 12 divided by 1 is equal to 12. So meaning n is equal to 12. The unknown value, yung n natin kanina doon, is 12. So meaning to say, we have the proportion 1 is to 4 is equal to 3 is to 12. That is what we call direct proportion. When one quantity increases, the other quantity also increases. Okay, applicable din yan. Kung bumababa yung isa, bababa din yung isa. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Kaya siya direct kasi direktang naapektuhan. Kung tataas yung isa, tataas din yung kabila. Kung bababa naman, bababa din yung kabila. Kaya siya direct proportion. So, sa direct proportion, simple lang. The product of the extreme is equal to the product of the means. Pag tinimes mo yung extreme, kung ano yung sagot niya, pareho dapat ang sagot niya doon sa pag tinimes mo yung mean. Okay. So let us try another example. It takes roughly 20 minutes to run at 20 kilometers per hour. How many, 20 kilometers from home to training ground. He shortened his travel time to 16 minutes for the same distance. How fast should he run? Okay, so ang proportion natin dito, ang first ratio natin is 20 is to 20. Tapos isi-shorten niya nga so magiging yung kanyang isang ratio is 16 is to n. Okay. So ayan yon. 20 minutes is to 20 kilometer per hour is equal to 16 minutes is to blank or question mark. So ayan yung ating proportion. So 20 is to 20 is equal to 16 is equal to n. So in the problem, what can you notice in the problem? So kailangan niya daw bilisan. So ibig sabihin babagal yung minutes. Babagal yung minutes. So, ang mangyayari, kailangan niyang bilisan. So, dapat bibilis. So, ibig sabihin, yung kanyang time ay yung time niya 16. So, yung kanyang bilis, yung kilometer per hour niya ay bababa. Bababa ba o tataas? Okay, yun yung aalamin natin. Tignan natin sa example. Okay, so we have 20 is to 20 is equal to 16 is to n. So, this is what we call direct proportion. Direct proportion is when a quantity increases, the other quantity is decreases. Okay, kung yung isa tataas, yung isa naman bababa. Kaya siya indirect. Okay, taas, yung isa bababa. Okay. So, ito, yung minutes niya from 20 bumaba ng 16. Tapos 20 rin yung kilometer per hour niya is 20. Kung bumaba yung time niya, dapat tataas yung kanyang kilometers per hour. Kumbaga bibilis siya, kaya tataas eh. Okay. Okay, so that is direct proportion. So 20 is to 20 is equal to 16 is to 20. Okay. Unlike with the direct proportion, kung extreme times extreme is equal to mean times mean, dito hindi. Yung first term na 20 tsaka yung second term na 20, ita-times mo. Ang magiging sagot siya dun sa kabilang ratio. So 16 times n. So 20 times 20 is equal to 16 times n. So the answer is 400 equals 16n. Pero pareho pa rin yung gagawin natin sa kanya. Lilipat natin yung may kasamang letter. Yung number na may kasamang letter, lilipat natin siya. So pag nilipat natin siya, nagiging divisor. So magiging 20 divided by 16 equals n. Okay, so ayan na yon. So 400 divided by 16 is equal to 25. So meaning to say, n is equal to 25. Our proportion is 20 is to 20 equals to 16 is to 25. You will notice na bumaba yung kanyang minute, yung oras ng pagtakbo niya. Pero bumilis naman ang kanyang pagtakbo. So, tama siya. Indirect proportion. Tumataas yung isa, bumababa yung isa. Kung bumababa naman yung isa, tumataas naman yung isa. In this case, bumaba yung isa, tumaas naman yung isa. Okay. Okay, so that is indirect proportion. Okay, goodbye. Stay at home. Ayan, nararamdaman nyo ba o narinig nyo ang lakas ng ulan dito? Kaya medyo ako natagal na magpasa ng Google Form sa inyo kasi nga I need to discuss. Okay, goodbye.